If you are an independent contractor, you are a business owner, and it is absolutely time for you to act like it. Do not be afraid. While being a business owner comes with some big responsibility, it also has its perks. And in this video, my friends, we will discuss all, including how you will be taxed and the tax deductions available to you. But before we jump in, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth building information. Now let's get after it. When you are an independent contractor, you are a business owner. I know a lot of you may be thinking, no, I'm not a business owner. I'm an independent contractor. For purposes of the tax code, you are either a W-2 wage earner and a business owner, or you are a business owner. There's no other place for you to be. I want you to realize when you are a independent contractor, you are self-employed, you are an entrepreneur, you are considered a business owner regardless of whether you have a formal entity, regardless of whether you have a business license. You are indeed a business owner, you are indeed self-employed, and you indeed fall into the realm of business income taxes. You need to understand that. That is so important. When you are an independent contractor, you have flexibility of your business structure. You're typically going to file a Schedule C sole proprietorship tax return in with your individual income tax return. You're gonna file them on the exact same day. They go together. There's not going to be any separation there. It's important that you understand that. If you choose to form an entity, perhaps an LLC, perhaps an S corporation, there may need to be an additional income tax return. But as an independent contractor, you are going to be on a Schedule C, and you're going to have a lot of flexibility around your tax write-offs and how you can reduce your overall tax bill. When you are a business owner, you don't need to have a brick and mortar. A lot of us think of business owners in a traditional way. We think about having a business, we think about a brick and mortar, we think about having employees show up. You can be a business owner making 100 grand a year, 10 grand a year, or 10 million a year. You're still considered a business owner. There's levels to business owners. Obviously, you can be a single person and be a self-employed business owner, or you can have multiple employees that work for you. But regardless, you're held to the exact same standard when it comes to income taxes. Brick and mortar means you actually have an office outside of your home. You actually go someplace where your employees show up, where you show up, where you actually pay rent. Someone can physically come into your business. That's what I mean by brick and mortar, for those of us that are too young to really understand what brick and mortar means. Self-employment tax. When you are an independent contractor, you are going to have to pay your own income taxes. Now this, you need to make sure you write this down, because this gets people in more trouble than anything else when they become business owners. When you were working for someone else, when you were on a W-2 job, someone was giving you a paycheck, and that someone was withholding out of your paycheck federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes. Well, guess what? You just stepped up into the big world. And now that you're in the big league, in the big world, you're now responsible for your own self-employment tax. Yes, as a business owner, as an independent contractor, you have to pay your own income tax, and that includes self-employment tax. So if you make 10 grand a year, 50 grand a year, or 100 grand a year net profit, after expenses, that net profit is subject to income tax, is subject to self-employment tax. And self-employment tax is in addition to income tax. That's the 15.3% on top of the income tax. And let me tell you, if you make a net profit of $10,000 and you're in the 15% tax bracket, that's already $1,500. And then self-employment tax is 15.3% on top of that. So that's another $1,530. So you're already at $3,000 that you have to pay in income taxes. It's so important to understand self-employment tax, and you have a responsibility to pay those taxes quarterly, 4 times a year. April 15th, June 15th, and I know you're writing this down, right? September 15th, and January 15th of the following year. You cannot say no one told you. You cannot say I was unaware. You cannot say this is my first time being self-employed, so I didn't know. IRS expects you to know because you are a business owner and you've stepped up to the big leagues. When you are an independent contractor, it's so important to maximize your business deductions.
What?
Because of the amount of tax that you have to pay, you want to make sure you're getting every single deduction that you can get. You want to be able to lower your taxable income as low as you possibly can for income tax purposes. So it's going to be so important that you stay organized. It's going to be so important that you track all of your expenses, the expenses you pay by check, the expenses you pay by Venmo, Cash App, and Zelle, the expenses you pay by PayPal, the expenses you pay by Apple Pay, ATM card, credit card, however you pay them. You want to track at the source. You want to track through your bank account. You want to track through your credit card statement. You want to track through your PayPal statements. You want to get all your expenses categorized so you can get 100% of your expenses written off. As an independent contractor, you want to also make sure you're maximizing your home office deduction. Now, you may be showing up at a location and you may actually be working on premise there, but remember, you are still self-employed. Some independent contractors actually have to physically go into someone's office to work, but you are your own business person. Where is your business office located? It's probably your home. So make sure you are taking your home office expenses. Make sure you're capturing your utility bills, your internet bills, your cable bills, a portion of your rent or your mortgage. Make sure you're getting that written off on your taxes. And don't you think for 1 second, because you're physically showing up at someone else's office, that you cannot write off your home office deduction, because you can't. Your home office is considered your, write this term down, administrative office, where you do your paperwork, where you handle your business. That's a key term in order for you to get your tax write-off for your home office as an independent contractor. Independent contractors, you have to save for your own retirement. But here's the good news. There are so many different ways that you can save for your retirement and take advantage of it. Do not spend every dime you make. Put away $100, $200. You can start off with an IRA, a traditional individual retirement account. You can use a Roth IRA. You can use a SEP IRA, an IRA for the self-employed people. You can set up yourself a 401k. The one thing you cannot do is nothing. You absolutely cannot do nothing, because when you are self-employed, you are now responsible for making sure that you secure your own retirement. And you might think to yourself, what is this lady talking about retirement? I'm so young. It will come one day unless you plan to work for the rest of your life. Putting away money for your future is mission critical. And that is where a lot of business owners fail. They fail to think about tomorrow. Make sure you maximize retirement, because it can lower your overall taxable income. You can reduce your taxes, save for your future, be tax smart, and pay less. That is so important. And now that you know exactly what to do when you are an independent contractor, you know for sure you are a business owner as an independent contractor. You know you're responsible for paying your own estimated tax payments. You know you have to be organized to maximize your tax deduction. You know you can take a home office as an administrative office even though you may go to someone else's location. And you know you have to start saving for retirement and invest tax smart. And now that you know what to do, you also need to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any wealth building information. Now get after it.